Before the end of this video, you guys are going to understand exactly what the S&P 500 is to help you guys make an informed decision if you should invest in the asset. So, what actually is the S&P 500? And it actually classifies as something called an index fund. And what an index fund is a big basket of lots of stocks. So instead of putting your money into one stock that carries a lot of risk, but instead you can put your money in an index fund, which means if you put £1,000, instead of it being put into one company, it's split between multiple companies. So for the S&P 500, that is of course 500 companies. So if you put £1,000 in, instead of it being put into one share, as I said, that's very risky, your £1,000 is split between 500 companies. And what that means is it diversifies your money into many different industries and many different companies. So if some bad media hits a certain industry, let's say interest rates affecting tech stocks primarily, then you'll have money also in other sectors such as banks and healthcare to help mitigate the lows. So index funds, because you've got your money in loads of sectors, commonly are a lot less volatile, which means they don't go up and down as much and as often. Instead, you should get slow, steady growth, so they are an awesome asset to put your money in. As I said, the S&P 500 is 500 companies, but it's also just American companies. So the S&P 500 is purely American focused and has the 500 biggest companies in America. Even though your money is spread across 500 different companies, the returns are still amazing and will far outperform your bank's interest rates. So over the past 3 years, the S&P 500 has gone up over 20%. So obviously beating inflation. The one risk of not investing your money when you put it in your bank getting 3% interest rate is you're actually losing money to inflation. So your money is worth less as time goes on. So although it's a super safe asset, you still get great returns. So it's a really good one to have a look at. So with index funds is you actually have two types. One that says ACC at the end, which I'll show on the screen, and one that says DIST at the end. This means accumulative or distributive. And basically what that means is when a company, you have money in a company, often they give something called a dividend out. What a dividend is a payment from the company as a reward for holding their stock. One famous one is Coca-Cola. Warren Buffett holds a lot of Coca-Cola and gets paid a lot of money through dividends. Usually this is up to anywhere from 1 to 4% back on your money. But accumulative, which is the one I choose, basically means your dividends will get put back into the index fund for you. So if I got paid £10 in dividends, this will go straight back into the S&P 500 and split between 500 companies. What this means is that it's going to accumulate your money even faster. It's just an extra bit of money. If you choose the distribute one, basically what it means is every time you get paid a dividend, it's going to go into the cash section of your ISA, and I'll show that just here on the screen as well. So it's completely up to you guys. For me, I way prefer accumulative because all it means is that my money is going to grow faster. I hope this video helped you guys understand exactly what index funds are and the S&P 500 specifically. If you guys have any questions or I haven't gone into depth on certain topics, please put the questions in the comments and I will try my best to answer them as fast as possible.